And Breaker driving Knight across the table.
Hey guys, we're soon going to tune in to this week's WWE Raw as we get ready for Clash in Paris in the next few weeks. Tune in more to the Red Carpet Ring.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey guys, we're here at the Red Carpet Ring. We'll talk about WWE Raw Clash in Paris preview. Let's get the lights as we come into the ring. We're going to talk about this week's Raw. Now, we know that originally Naomi was scheduled to defend the WWE Women's World Championship against Io Sky in the main event of Raw. But due to Naomi not being medically cleared, she was not able to defend the Women's World Championship, thus meaning that the plans had to change. And the main event was changed to, which I'm going to talk about in a second, it was LA Knight and CM Punk tag teaming against Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Now, speaking of which, they kicked off the show. CM Punk, he came out and talked about how, he wanted to address Seth Rollins cashing a contract on him after the injury, after he rused everybody and he took advantage of CM Punk. CM Punk said that he is going to get Seth Rollins back. He said that he's going to get his world title back. He said he's going to do whatever he can to break Seth Rollins' legs and everything. The next thing you know, before CM Punk could really go into detail of what he's going to do to Seth Rollins, we hear the entrance music of LA Knight. LA Knight came out. He was not happy about what Punk did last week. Now, he said, Punk, you won the world title. You deserve a rematch. And you deserve to get your opportunity. But you shouldn't have got involved in his world title match in the main event last week, which when Punk came in to cause his qualification and attack Seth Rollins. So him and CM Punk, we're going to see a preview of these two going at it at some point, eventually down the line. Now, CM Punk said, hey, I had to do what I had to do. I wasn't trying to get in your way, but he had to get back to Seth Rollins. Then you had LA Knight saying, if you want a shot at Seth Rollins, the line starts with me. Then CM Punk saying, the line starts with me because I'm a former World Heavyweight Champion, something you're not. So I know LA Knight did not like that. And these two just had to go back and forth. Then we had Paul Heyman come out. Of course, he came out and talked about, he said what he had to say. Long story short, we got the main event, which would be, like I said, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And they came out against LA Knight, CM Punk. Braun Breaker was funny saying, you guys are too old, 47 and 40, which is 100. So that was a funny segment, too. Braun Breaker's definitely good on the mic. Now, also, what we had going on Monday Night Raw as well, we also had Dominik Mysterio. He teamed up with Grande Americano to take on AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. That match ended with Dominik Mysterio, and El Grande Americano. Those two, it ended with those two, I believe, getting the win over that. Now, that was crazy. Then we also had a very good match. It was Io Sky versus Roxanne Perez, which replaced the Naomi match. It wasn't the main event. Very good match by both women. Roxanne Perez is getting much more smooth in the ring, much more crisp. And Io Sky definitely did her thing as usual. Now, this was also a backstage segment later on. It would be Io Sky talk to both Kairi Zayn and Asuka. And during the match, Io Sky did lose, but before the match, they had talked to her saying, we're going to come and, stay in your corner. Io told Asuka and Kairi, no. They got involved anyway. It caused a distraction, and it caused Roxanne to get the victory over Io Sky. And Io Sky was not happy about that. And her and Asuka had a back and forth backstage, and then Asuka pushed Io, and then Kairi just walked off. So that was good. Also, we had a vignette of Bayley. Bayley was going off. She said she basically, long story short, can't find her place anymore. She don't know where she belongs. She's not the women's Intercontinental Champion. Her and Alira are not getting along. So we going to see something dark of Bayley very, very soon. And then also, too, we had a one-on-one match. Becky Lynch defended the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxxine Dupri. We know Becky gave Maxxine that work. She defeated her to retain her championship. But Maxxine Dupri put up a good effort. She put up a good fight. She's getting much, much better in the ring. Maxxine Dupri, of course, who many of us know was not that good in the ring. She was started as a valet, but she got better than what she was in the ring. I'm not saying Maxxine Dupri is an A-plus player, as they call it, or one of the best women ever, but she has been trained to PC, so salute to her as well. Now, let's get back to EO. EO, after, the whole thing with Asuka, Rhea Ripley came backstage. She talked to EO, try to be the voice of reason. Rhea told EO, you need to watch out for Asuka. Kyrie, they're going to flip on you. And basically, EO wasn't trying to hit none of that. She basically was saying, tell Rhea, mind your own business. She's talking her Japanese. But anyway, another thing, we got to get to the main event. The main event we had was Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed versus CM Punk at LA Knight. Good main event. Good offense by CM Punk and LA Knight. They was working well as a tag team, but we knew both of these men with their egos was going to catch up to them. We did see also how Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker was getting the advantage. Braun Breaker does what he does. He always gets on with it. So there's no stopping Braun Breaker once he's on a run. I tell you that right now. I do like how that played out. They worked out very well. Now, this match, at the end of the day, it ended in a disqualification. We will see Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, come in and attack CM Punk. And it was just a whole battle out there. The whole vision was attacking both LA Knight and CM Punk. Now, Jey Uso came out trying to make the save on that, but it wasn't enough. It was end up being Braun Breaker spearing everybody. And then, of course, Seth freaking Rollins, he's mocking both Jey Uso with the yeet, which is funny, and mocking CM Punk, mock his theme song, look into my eyes, what do you see? Before he executed stomps on both Jey Uso and CM Punk, and, of course, putting a stomp on LA Knight as well. But other than that, though, the Raw was very, very good. A lot of good stuff going on. Now, there was a lot of other minor stuff going on as well, too. Lyra Valkyria, they approached her backstage. She felt kind of bad of how Bayley's been acting. She says something I said. It's like she had remorse of what she said to Bayley the other week. So we heard that as well. We had that going on. We also had going on as well. If you guys can remember, we also have the Judgment Day Clubhouse. They have their segments back and forth and everything else. And they definitely promoted Clash in Paris and previews coming on. So we had that also going on. But other than that, Raw definitely was on fire. I would have to say that. Sami Zayn and Rusev had a one-on-one match. That match ended in disqualification. Not because of Sheamus getting involved, but it was also other people get involved in the match, which was not cool. We saw Tagaloa and JC Mateo of the MFT get involved from SmackDown. So that story's good. Sheamus came back to attack Rusev. So that was a good story because Sami Zayn and Rusev also put out a great match. We saw that going on as well. But Sami Zayn won that match by disqualification. So I know it's going to be a lot of stuff going on as well with Sami Zayn, his storyline. He still wants to become the world heavyweight champion. So alongside from LA Knight and CM Punk chasing the world title, you got to add Sami Zayn's name to the mix as well. You can't forget about that. But other than that, though, they reportedly banned Karrion Kross signs backstage. But other than that, let's get to the key moments that happened on Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about what's upcoming. Now, announced for Clash in Paris, we have Seth Rollins defending the world title against LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jey Uso. It'll be a four-way match for the championship. This is going to be interesting. Seth title's first PLE title defense is win the title. Then we have LA Knight and CM Punk. Now, before LA Knight or CM Punk even think about getting the world title, these two are going to have a feud, and it's going to be very interesting. Can't wait to see how that play out. Also, we have Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed did a vignette being a tribal thief, mocking Roman Reigns, taking his shoes not once but twice. Before Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have their big match, he going to go through Bronson Reed first and Braun Breaker, then Seth Rollins. So this is good for Bronson Reed. Make him look good. Now, Asuka and Io, I talked about this earlier. These two women are going to have that long feud that we all asked about. This could happen maybe eventually at WrestleMania at some point. But let me go to review the show. This show, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. This show started off great. Even though Naomi is not clear, she had a match, still a great show they put out. And other than that, though, guys, that's all I have for WWE Raw Clash in Paris preview. This is about Monday Night Raw. You guys let me know what you think. Click the link below to the next video. Until then, guys, you already know what it is at this point. It's OUT.